Apply now at
5 o'clock, October 12th. Just got off work,
Drew and Jonathan Scott
into the woods for a short sit, but
whether you're at home
had
singing
a
in
cold
the shower,
front push in, so
or prefer
getting
singing
excited,
in
and
the
it's
car
a
like Drew,
pretty direct west
you
wind,
can save up to 23%,
which is kind of what hunting around here sort of hinges on. Is
Get a quote or find an agent at
you tend to bank on a northwest or west wind, and this piece of public I'm going to, it'll work good. West wind. So keep you guys updated, see what we see tonight. Okay guys, just made it back. This is about a 200-acre piece, but there's a couple things I really like about it. Number one is that it snakes its way south. The only access is from the north side, and you can honestly get almost a mile and a half back. It's skinny, it's got a hard 90, and there's only one access point. It's from the north side. So I have run into other people out here. I've not run into anyone who's more than, say, 3/4 of a mile from this parking lot. And I haven't seen any sign of anyone doing that when I'm not here. We are pretty close to a major metropolitan area, but with the Twin Cities being the close area, we are on the Wisconsin side over here. So there's actually a lot less people that come over to hunt just because they don't want to buy an out-of-state tag, even if they live in the Twin Cities area. And the third thing I really like about this spot is that it's close to a way bigger piece of public. So what you'll see, at least what I've seen out here, is that other piece of public always has at least 5 or 6 trucks right in the parking lot, where there isn't really any hiking trails or any other things to do. So and here I like I said, I've run into people, but it's a pretty small piece, and I haven't seen a lot of evidence of too much pressure. So I think most people are diverting to the bigger chunk, more options. But I really like this area. I've seen deer on it. I've been out here twice so far, and I'm feeling pretty good about it. Actually really good hiking conditions right now, guys. It rained on and off all day. The leaves are super damp, so actually able to push in here really quietly. I've actually got to climb a pretty decent sized ridge in here. And we're gonna skirt along a cut bean field and get back to where some standing corn is. I know there's a big bedding area right up close to it, so we just gotta get in there without them winding us in the bedding area. You guys can see definitely other hunters out here. It's the name of the game, man. It's public land. But we are literally 500 yards from the parking lot, so I'm not too worried about these guys pushing deer around that I'm hunting. Like I said, we're skirting private pretty tight. This field back here, it's like a prairie restoration field, but on both sides of it is big draw out across this field. Then we're gonna stay on the north edge of all their bedding area and work our way over to that standing corn. It's starting to sprinkle again. I think it's pretty isolated, or at least it's supposed to be. Okay guys, now we're getting into some stuff I like to see. This rub wasn't here about a week ago, so that's telling me that they're on the move. I might change my plan and go up this line and just take a look and see how many more there are. Who knows? It could be another buck in here. I'm not. This is a totally different zone than where I was seeing other rubs. So, okay. There's one. That's another one. Now look right down here. I like the looks of that. I think I'm gonna try and set up with the wind in my favor in this little valley here. Like I said, not a spot that was really on my radar before, but I think it could work. I just have to find a good way to set up here. Okay. I think I have a pretty decent setup. It's not ideal. I am exposed, but the wind's in my face. And I actually am pretty high up. Those rubs are right down there. They're probably 35 to 40 yards. I have this brushy tree behind me that's breaking up my silhouette, so not ideal, but there's a lot of trails coming through here, so I think I have options, and I think they're all funneling downhill to the cut bean field, but some of them might be coming up to a bedding area here too. Like I said, I'm not 100% sure, but we're gonna see what shows up. Been out here in this spot for about a half an hour. PSA. Don't ride your four-wheelers out into the wilderness area. Oh, wildlife habitat area. And do a bunch of donuts in the freaking field. I don't know if that's gonna change this hunt or not, but there was a guy up on the next ridge just going ham for like 10 minutes. So I don't know. I feel like the deer around here see a lot of that action, so I'm not too worried about it, but please don't be doing that. There's no motorized vehicles out here, man. There's like 1,000 ATV trails within 10 miles of here. So, I don't know. My own personal rant, but I love riding four-wheelers too, so I get it. But I'm sure any hunter will agree, if you're doing something that's ruining their hunt, they're gonna be pissed at you. But yeah, keep it on the trails, man. That's all. It's about 2 minutes from sunset. definitely gonna sit through to dark, past shooting light, just to see if we see anything. But so far, all I've seen are bluebirds. And I think in Wisconsin you need a special tag for them. I'm not really sure how to get that, but there's not a lot of meat on those guys anyway. Must be a youth hunt or something, I don't know. I always love that last half hour. Seems like you usually see the most stuff, but I don't know. It's early season still. This is only the second cold front that's pushed in since the season opened at the end of September, so it was worth coming out and taking a look. Well, it's looking like we are out of light, and I haven't heard anything moving. I haven't seen anything, so I'm gonna start walking back to the truck. Away she goes. But we'll be back out here. I think I'm actually gonna pick up a doe tag for this unit. I currently don't have one, so that was kind of bugging me that this would be a good area to have one in. So anyway, we're gonna head out. Well, guys, made it out of the timber. Just walking through that big prairie grass field out to the truck. There's definitely another hunter out in front of me on this trail. I think he's a little surprised to see me, but it's what it is. Well, we didn't see anything. I did talk to that hunter in the parking lot when I got there. All he saw was a fork, and honestly, he was nowhere near as far back as I was. So we'll be back to this spot. I like it a lot. If you want, like, subscribe. We're out here. AP is with me. Say hi to the viewers, AP.
Hello. You can't even see me.
Yeah, you can.
No. That was a camo joke.
Oh. Well, we're going to give it a shot. It's been snowing all morning, so hopefully we see something. All right, just left AP at the spot he's going to hunt. I'm headed to the next little valley. We have south wind. We're basically hunting in a line from east to west. So hopefully the deer coming out of that south bedding area are gonna go up one of the two valleys and find one of us. Okay guys, I've actually been walking around quite a while. I haven't really settled on a spot, but I just found a super fresh scrape, so I'm gonna set up in this area. I like it a lot. Alright guys, I think I got a good setup here. I'm literally just in the corner on this line of woods. There's a lower field, it's mostly prairie grass, bedding area. And then it's upper field here. It's a combination of that. And then there's private land, bean field. But I don't think they're going to any of that. I think these deer are literally walking down the bottom of this ridge, headed out east. They're actually not going up to that field, not going that way. They're just cutting right through. I found a few rubs down right in the pocket of this corner, and I found that big scrape down at the edge of this field. So I'm hoping there's a buck or maybe a couple moving along the bottom of this. I don't even know what to call it. This is literally just a line of woods. It follows these steep contour lines. We'll see. There's a lot of big trails, so we'll see if we see anything. We got a south wind, so that's pretty ideal for this property. This is definitely gonna be an interesting weekend. It's supposed to get down into the 20s, and it's only October 14th. I'm really hoping that starts pushing them around, because we've hunted this spot probably 3 times in the last 2 weeks, and it hasn't shown itself to have a lot of movement, at least during the day. It definitely has deer. We've seen deer. They're just not moving the way we want them to, so really hoping these colder temps move in and start pushing the deer around. I still haven't seen anything, but this big field in front of me, I have a pretty good eye on it. There are quite a few trails crossing it towards the corn, so even if nothing walks by my spot here, I'd like to know where the deer are coming out of. We only got about 20 minutes of light left, and if you can't hear it, it's starting to drizzle on us, so I don't know. I think that's probably going to shut them down a little bit. Seems like we lost our good light. It is starting to drizzle on us, so I'm going to get out of here. Meet up with AP. See if he got anything. Well, it started to rain pretty heavily on the way out, so I didn't get any footage of our hike back to the truck. AP didn't see anything either, so I guess we're skunked for the night. Anyway, we'll be back at it for the rest of the weekend. It is going to get pretty cold out, so we'll keep you updated. Remember to like and subscribe, and come see what we have next.